Well, welcome back to another Dynodaze video. A car that you recognise because we've seen it before. K24 Frank EP3. It's back for a map tweak because it's had a Solid Fab full exhaust system, full Solid Fab system on it. So it's already freed it up a bit, we think, but we're just gonna make sure that we can dial it in. So let's make some noise. Let's do it. Friday, mate.
It is Friday, end of the week.
Yeah, usually.
And what a way to finish.
This is awesome, this car.
Yeah, so a bit of background on this car. We've mapped this car previously, so anyone goes back through the videos, we've seen the car before.
Seen it as a K20?
It's a K20. We went on our track day and it dropped a rod bearing.
Not the only car.
Well, it's not the only car that dropped a rod bearing that day. My own personal EP3 also dropped a rod bearing that day, although this car's been fixed and mine hasn't yet. So we decided to go for K24 Frank, which obviously is the the way I would go personally, the way I am
logical
go
progression car. To quote LTJ Bookham.
Yeah, I'm going to do the same with my own personal vehicle when we get round to it. So it went K24, but obviously he was using the exhaust, which was a Tegiwa 70mm, and his Japspeed 4:1 manifold, which he had on originally just to go through. He placed an order for a Solid Fab system, so a full system.
And waited.
Yeah, and waited. So quite a considerable amount of time waited. But obviously you get what you pay for, you get what you wait for.
Beautiful.
Super stunning system, lovely executed as always, as what you would expect. So a big bore manifold with a 3-inch system. We didn't gain a lot of peak power, in fairness, but there are differences to the graph to explain. So we were cutting VTEC in at 5,000 before. We'll find this, if we were bringing VTEC in earlier, it was filling the exhaust up faster, or certainly probably the manifold and the collector up faster, and then it was giving us a nasty dip in the mid-range. So we did move VTEC up to 5,000. With this exhaust system, we've been able to put that back to 4.6.
That's right.
Which has made us around 30 brake in the mid-range. So
did, yeah.
A good bit of gains there, on power faster, so it will feel faster. We made about 3 brake horsepower peak. And we made a little bit consistently across the whole sort of rev range by a few brake horsepower.
Now you're suggesting that potentially this car wants cams next?
Yes. Normally in a Frank build, or when you would do a Frank build, I mean, you can do a Frank build like this, which is what I've done. It's a standard head with bolt-on mods. I would generally say to get more than what we're getting right now, you want cams in it. Now, cams are worth that 10 to 15 brake horsepower, so that puts you in the ballpark of where your Frank builds end up around the sort of 270 to 280 mark. So I think that's exactly what we need. I think we're making really good power for the modifications that we've got. Now, a good set of mods, I think the cams will finish this setup off. I think it'll get that extra 10 or 15 brake horsepower from it, and it will be a lovely NA build. We did also rev out an extra 250 RPM, only because before peak power was around 7.5, so we revved to 8. Peak power was almost 8,000 still, so we went another 250 RPM, you know, just to see if that would continue to make power. It did start dropping off after 8,000.
It sounds immense,
yeah.
This car. The exhaust sounds gorgeous. I mean, my definition of loud and your definition of loud at home might be two separate things, but when this has got some flames dropping out the back of it, it just sets my heart on fire, Richard.
I don't mind noise. I don't like drone, and I don't like raspiness.
You don't like tinniness, do you?
I don't like tinniness.
You like
and
deep.
Yeah, I like a nice sounding exhaust, and this certainly does that, which you would expect obviously from Solid Fab. It's a great bit of kit. You know, they're a lot of money, but then something is when it's custom made. And
hey, if you love your car and you want the best, you better get your wallet out.
Better put your hand in your pocket for it, and yeah, that's what you got to do. So yeah, I think that's all in all really good results. I think it's come out really well. I think maybe you'll look at some cams and we'll have another go and get that last bit of power out of it.
Fantastic.
Yeah, should we have a look at the graph?
Let's do it.
Well, there we go. As we always say it with us. Red line is as she came in, blue line is as she leaves. Extended the rev range a little bit there, as Richard suggested. Lowered the VTEC just slightly, and it did make quite a staggering increase in the mid-range. But yeah, brilliant. We finish on 260, 224 at the wheels. That's impressive stuff, isn't it? 224 at the wheels.
Definitely.
One final look at this beautiful bait. If you're doing a K24 Frank or a K24 straight swap or any manner of engine work, conversion, modification, whatever you want, give us a shout. We can definitely help you out. This one's got some lovely parts on it. And we do sell a lot of parts on the website, and we do a lot of work here in the workshop. You'll probably see a video of Richard's own K20 conversion that's coming up very soon, isn't it?
What was that regarding for? The EK?
That's the EK.
Oh, the EK, yeah, for sure, definitely. We've got plenty of stuff being filmed, didn't we? We've just got to get it edited and.
That's right.
So.
Okay, well, thanks for sticking around to the end of the video, guys. Like and subscribe and all that jazz. And we will see you on the next one, won't we, Richard?
Will indeed.
Before and I'll say it again. Life moves pretty fast.